Hi, I'm Rob from Hop Scene. Thanks for joining me live on YouTube. And if you're watching this after the fact, thanks for tuning in. I'm joined by my friend Jake from Jaco Beer for tonight's live reviews. Multiple. Six in total.
Potentially.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
We may drink 3, we may drink 6, and we might be quite drunk by the end of it. So
yeah.
That is for your on a Friday night. Fuck children in need. Fuck Fuzzy Bear. The Fuller's Box. So
yeah,
as I mentioned, if you've been on social media, you probably know. We have got tonight. We are looking at the box recently released in Waitrose. Total ranging from 4.8 up to 7.1. So a steady evening.
Yep.
So obviously everybody will want to see the Cloudwater one. If you tuned in now, if you're one of the viewers who are on now, Cloudwater one's second. We're going to give people the opportunity to get in. Jake, do you want to introduce the first beer?
Yeah, so thought we'd start off a bit lighter and go for the Galleon, which is the Fuller's, well, obviously it's all Fuller's collaboration. This is the 4 Pure one. It's 4.8% dry hop lager. What did it say on there? So did it say Laurel and modern American hops? Oh no, a modern American hop.
Yes. Yes, so yes, 4.8% ABV using Laurel hops. I've not had a load with Laurel, not knowingly. I think I've had the Cloudwater. I used it quite a lot, maybe about 3 months ago or so.
Yeah, they did the Laurel and Ardy, didn't they? It's probably the one I was most familiar with.
Yeah, the collab. So I mean, do with wonderful pilsner. I guess Fuller's do the frontier lager. So the no emitters to the lager game.
Yeah.
So, beer in the glass. What are you getting?
Oh, I mean, it's pin bright, isn't it? Really, it's almost like champagne quality to it. It's very light.
Yeah, I'm not getting a rampant carbonation. It's quite a low carbonation for me. But yeah, color wise. I mean, if any, and I mean this in the most way. If any beer has looked as much like piss as possible, this would say you've got a healthy liver.
Yeah,
it's that pale, very very pale golden.
Yeah, the head just went on it. It sort of fizzed up. Like you say, it's very low carbonation. The head
a little bit more. If you get a little bit of swirl, you do get a little bit more head.
Yeah.
The aroma.
Cool. Yeah, let's go for it.
First thing is that I think I get what I expected.
Yeah, it definitely is hop forward. That's what hit me initially.
I just thought it smells like a lager. It sounds like an absolute philistine. It smells like old-made clean pilsner. It's got that kind of like sweet grain quality.
Yeah.
It's unpopped popcorn kernels.
Yeah, I can see what you mean. Actually, yeah, maybe I was getting confused with that sweetness. Maybe that's what I was thinking was like hoppy.
There's a bit of lime there.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I'm getting a little bit of orange, more than sort of like lemon, but.
I mean, I know it's not most enticing around ever, but it's making my mouth really dry.
Yeah.
I don't know if is it the thought of drinking lager makes you really thirsty? You're like, oh, let's drink some fucking lager.
No, I think so. But let's go for it, shall we?
Yeah, let's dive in. Cheers.
Cheers.
Drinking along at home, come on, let us know. Type your comments. Tell us if you're drinking along with us. Tell us your tasting notes as well. I'm going to jump on the live chat as well. We will get to your questions and comments as always with these things. Let us know what you think. Let us send us your questions. We will get to them at some point. But yeah, what are you getting flavour wise so far?
Again, very lagery.
Kind of like there's a bit of lime. There's a little bit of There's a bit of ginger going on for me. Kind of like Canada Dry, kind of like ginger, not hot, kind of like root ginger.
No, it's. I mean, it is. It's very, very dry. Sort of just evaporates. Because there's no carbonation, I thought it'd be. I don't know what I'd expect, but it is actually quite zippy.
Yeah. All those kind of predictable kind of comments like it's crisp, it's clean. Yeah, it's all those things.
Yeah. Hasn't knocked my socks off.
It's maybe not quite as maybe expected.
Yeah. I mean, I don't expect any of these beers to be insane. I mean, they're selling them in Waitrose, so they're not going to be sort of like made for beer geeks. But I mean, it's perfectly well done. It's almost like it's faultless, I'd say. It's hard to pick
I think that's fair enough. So, yeah. I mean, it's a supermarket product. I presume it's Waitrose. So, and we've both bought these for the sake of disclosure. We have both bought these. We haven't been sending these for free. We both paid honest earned cash for these bottles.
Well, I nicked mine, but
it's either that. We're not other into it, really.
Yeah.
Honest with your petty theft. That's a good point. I mean, I guess kind of like two kind of challenging in that regard.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's going to be pretty straightforward stuff. But yeah, it's well made, just not exciting really. But I keep going back for more. It is very drinkable.
Well made Pilsner with a little bit. Maybe for me as a lager, maybe it should have a bit more life to it. It's a little bit flat. I mean, when I get a lager, I expect a bit more carbonation. But then again, it's an ale brewery making it. So I've had Fuller's here once, and I don't remember it very much. So I don't know if that's like a. You know what I mean? It's kind of like if an ale brewery is making a lager, maybe the carbonation might be lower than like a full on.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy with that if they had it on in a pub. That's all they had.
Exactly. I think it doesn't touch some of your favourite pilsners or anything like that. Nothing gets as close as those kind of things. On that point, actually, as we drink the rest of this, we won't be long. Don't worry. We're not going to just bang on for like 40 minutes on one beer. But what would you say off the top of your head is your favourite pilsner?
Oh man, that's a good one.
Put you on the spot.
Yeah,
you're on the spot right now.
I mean, Augustina Helles is obviously a damn fine pilsner. I actually had one which was actually brewed by. Who's the brewery that brews Delirium?
Starts with H, doesn't it?
Is it Haig or something like that? Yeah, something like that. Like a pilsner for. Strangely enough, I don't know if they just allow bars to put their own sort of branding on it, but in one of my local bars they do the house pilsner for them, and it's actually really nice.
I think they do a lager for Marks and Spencer's as well.
Yeah, it's actually like that. Like I had it quite a lot this summer, so that springs to mind because it was just I just got it because I really fancied lager, and then I just kept going back for it. It's damn nice. So the brewery who brews Delirium, that's been my favourite pilsner this year.
Definitely enough.
Yeah, it's a weird one, but
I love the Eva. That's my top lager.
Yeah, I've had it before I got into the whole reviewing thing. When I was in Amsterdam, I drank quite a lot of it. And for what I remember, well, actually, I don't remember too much about it. But that trip to Amsterdam, but
I love Eva. I like that kind of it's very pronounced herbaceous quality. I think I don't like. I don't think I go as nuts for the Augustina Helles. Maybe just because I'm an awkward bastard. and everybody else kind of like creams the pants over it.
Yeah.
So I mean, Matt Curtis is very, and Johnny Garrett, I mean, very vocal about their love for Augustina. Beloved Peter.
Yeah.
I'm not kind of putting him in with them lot. Giving a lot more credit. But yeah, I guess I'd never. It kind of came. I came a bit late to that one. It was one of those beers that kind of passed me by, and then everybody's going, "Oh, this is amazing!" And you go, "Yeah, nice lager."
Yeah, funny enough, I had it a lot when I lived in France. Sort of like nice lager rather than the cheap crap I used to buy from the supermarché.
I drank a lot of Desperados.
Oh God.
Says a lot about me.
Yeah, they did one over there that was with whiskey as well, made by the same company, but it never got released here. But that was rough. That really was.
I don't know how you are with your current glass of beer. I've finished. I'm ready to move on to the next one if you are, sir.
Yeah.
So
I'm ready.
It's the one you've all been waiting for. We've lost one viewer. Come back. The good shit's coming. The lager talk's over.
Yeah.
The lager talk's over. Lager time's over. I know it's Friday night, boys, but we're on the New England IPA. The collaboration with Cloudwater, no less. Can you believe it? The most, I guess, respected British brewery with the kind of the coolest, most in demand kind of UK craft brewery. So 7% ABV. Saying on this one, give you the spiel on the side if you read it. Let's all read along if you've got a bottle out there. It says we've used oats, wheat, and mountains of hops. Chinooks Simcoe from the US and Olicana from the UK. Okay, that's the Roman name for Ilkley. If you do, there's a bit of Yorkshire trivia for you. If I'm wrong, please send a message and I'll ignore it. And then we Old English style, so as in kind of like a bad. Is that malt liquor? Clearly been influenced by the malt liquor swiggers on YouTube.
Just looking, not even poured it yet. Like looking in the bottle, not looking too New England.
Should we have tipped it and get all the gunk in it? I mean, but still, I'm not going to. There's not a lot of. There's a little bit of loose sediment in the bottle.
Give it a little swirl.
But yeah, maybe I'll go in with another. With the Merc, but I think it's safe to say it's not got haze for days.
No, it's not. It's not unclear for years.
It's not even murky for months. So as you can see, right. I mean, I'd say the brightest I've ever.
Yeah.
Any sediment in yours?
No.
Kind of like a light copper color.
Yeah. A
bit more head this time. It's kind of it's a funny one. Are you surprised that it's not hazy?
Well, no, I'm not. I don't know if what they're going for is if they mean like if it's a bit of a play on words, like it's New England.
But
they should. I think they would have explained. Yeah, they would have explained that, but
bottle conditioning at Old England style.
Yeah.
Have they done us in? Have they done us over on this one?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, because I mean, unless they like Cloudwater intended it to be cloudy, and then Fuller's got their hands on it and got all the crap out. But
well, I mean, it's pin bright. It's nearly as bright as the previous one. So let's check out the aroma.
Yeah, go for it.
That's for me. Is that one?
Yeah, I'm getting sort of toffee with a bit of grapefruit.
Yeah, this smells like. It smells like just a beer from like Shepherd Neame or something. That kind of. Yeah. It's. If you give me this blind,
I'm almost getting.
You're saying Olicana hops, but you mean give me this blind. I'd be like Fuggles Goldings.
I'm always getting. It's reminding me of Adnam's Ghost Ship.
I don't think I'm getting that much. I don't think I'm getting that much citrus. I'm just getting like kind of hinting towards red apple, mate.
Really? Yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah.
I'm getting quite. It's like grapefruit and toffee. It's the two main things I'm picking up from this one.
Yeah, grapefruit, big time. I did thought I was hinting towards a diacetyl, but I think it's probably just some like caramel or crystal or something. But
yeah, no doubt crystal has made an appearance in here somewhere.
Dirty crystal bastards! Never been anywhere near an IPA. Should never be near hops. Get away, you dirty crystal bastard!
I wonder what yeast they've used in this. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, well, the whole thing with a New England IPA, I mean, is that using is a derivative of an old British yeast strain. So Fuller's have their obviously their core beer, their core yeast, what they're using for everything. They'll be an old English yeast strain of multiple generations, just like Cloudwater are using from J.W. Lee's.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is it the yeast? Is it the malt? Is it the lack of the that is just making it a bit like
Yeah.
I think we should taste it and see if it's quite as disappointing as it smells.
Let's see if it's got any redeeming qualities. Cheers. Yeah. Mm.
Kind of like, and he'll probably never watch this, but it's a bit like Barry Island IPA.
Yeah, it is that. It is that like almost traditional English malt thing, but a bit more hoppy. Is what this boils down to, I think.
Yeah, so kind of. I'm gonna say it's missed the mark dramatically from my point of view.
Yeah, there's
okay. I mean,
they could have got away with just calling it an IPA. They didn't need to put the New England thing on there, I don't think. And then to say it's a New England IPA is crazy, really.
Is it? But where's this falling down? I mean, okay, we don't have the haze. If they were never going to do that, okay, it's a supermarket beer. If you'd have give somebody a fucking, I mean, I've got the a Cloudwater beer as it happens here. If you'd have given them a beer that looked like that,
yeah, get complaints, send it back.
So I'm not. I mean, we're not stupid. We know that's not going to be the case. So yeah, we're not going to get a. I mean, there might be a bit of small amount of sediment in the bottom of the bottle, but they're not going to do the big haze bulb. So where's it fallen short? Is it the malts? Is it the yeast? Is it the? I mean, they put Simcoe and Chinook in it. Have they not put enough in it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Where's this kind of like? Where's it fallen down? I don't know.
I mean, I think to start with, I think the malt is probably wrong. I think it is very malt forward, and it's sort of like dominating, and they must have used like crystal and those traditional styles of malt. I mean, the mouthfeel, it's just everything that isn't a New England IPA. Is this really? The mouthfeel isn't there. Again, thing is, it's actually not an unpleasant beer, but they shouldn't have called it New England IPA. They could have called it an Old England IPA. So like as a
or a New English IPA or something like that.
It's just something that like a bit of a spin on it. But yeah, and the hops, like I don't know if it's on the front. It says Simcoe, Olicana, and Chinook. So they've put in a lot of Simcoe and Olicana and not much Chinook.
Probably a lot of Olicana, not much. Not a lot of Simcoe. I'd maybe doesn't say. I'm getting a little of. It's got a slight kind of like buttery kind of mouthfeel. It's kind of like if you've had like put a bit too much butter on your toast. It's got a little bit. Yeah,
it's got like a slick mouthfeel. I mean, flavour-wise, it's not bad, but it's just not what it says on the tin.
I guess that's it. Yeah, I said. I mean, the old. It's the beer that Barry Island IPA could have been.
Yeah.
So it's like a better version of Barren Island IPA.
Yeah.
And that's
I mean, what,
tip of the hat to the good man Simon.
one thing, it's not that bitter. Maybe that's the biggest characteristic. Maybe that's the closest thing to a New England IPA in there is the bitterness, is the initial pang and then it's gone. But
good point. Yes, yeah, you do. If you, so I was thinking it's been a long time since some Pride or something like that. Does it just taste like a strong? But then that would be quite bitter and quite tinny. This doesn't have that. It has very low bitterness. So in that regard, if they've taken that on board, this is really low. It's not overly sweet. So it's not got a malt sweetness. I mean the kind of your New England IPA in the UK as the sweetness from like the hops, really, like a fruity sweetness. So in that regard, maybe it's understood the brief a little bit.
Yeah.
But I just don't think I've.
Do you think I don't
think I saw the brief before this. I'm honoured to have been involved in this project.
Yeah.
But about it. Hopefully next time I bump into him, I'll have a chin wag.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll explain it, and I'll be like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I completely agree, Paul. You're significantly more eloquent and intelligent than I am. So I'm just going to quickly go to the comments so we don't get to the end of the show and then go through the comments. So beautiful beer reviews. It says hello from Alabama. Craig in his hospital bed. Hello, gents. This is cheers for the sub. Talking to myself. I wouldn't mind. And then we've got beer review. So hello there, Brett. How are you doing? Another fellow beer tuber says, wouldn't mind trying these beers. Get down to your local Waitrose and pick them up. It's worth a look. Then there's a lot of backslapping going on between those guys. And then Brett says that New England IPA is right up my street. Really? And then Peter says, "Evening, chaps." I don't think I should be reading out his comments as he always ignores mine. Yeah, if he gave me this blind, would you have thought? If I would have been judging the New England IPA category at like some beer festival, I'd get the fuck out of here. That's not a New England IPA. It's not a New England IPA, but it's not a bad beer.
No, yeah. But again, perfectly pleasant, an actual well-produced beer, but maybe just the wrong label.
I drank a bit of it then, and there was something at the back end that kind of invoked some of Cloudwater's AWE yeast strain, right at the back end. Don't know what it was. Of root licorice quality sometimes to that. Maybe certain malts to certain yeast. It's not the kind of the juice bomb maybe that we.
Yeah, I think it's because we're not hitting those usual notes of like mango, peach, all those sort of things. It's
it makes Punk IPA taste like Treehouse Julius. Next one. What do you want to go for? We were always going to. The start of it was always completely planned, and then from now on, I'm going to give Jake this next choice, and then our wonderful viewers, it is up to you now on. So I'm going to let Jake pick this one, but from now on, we want your suggestions on what you want to see next. Cause we get online and have a look yourself. Don't be lazy. But yeah, tell us what you want to see. We've done the lager, we've done the Cloudwater now. Jake, which do you want to go for next?
Should we go for the saison, the marble saison?
Saison. Oh yes, absolutely. Do you want to introduce it?
Yeah, if I've got it. So this is the the marble collab, and it is called Matariki. It is a 5.8%. They call it a New Zealand saison. So it's Belgium meets New Zealand in a zesty, spicy ale using wheat, oats, rye, and spelt alongside a quartet of Kiwi hops. We've created a beer that's both complex and very drinkable. Description sounds good.
I may have had this on draft at. Marble might have brewed a version of it, or they got a keg of it or something. But I think it's Marble Pump Clip what I had. So I don't know if it's the same one, but it said Fuller's and Friends on it. So maybe like maybe about 6 weeks ago actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it'll just be a different one. I mean, so obviously it's a New Zealand hops. So J.K. James Kemp, who's the head brewer of Marble, formerly of Thornbridge and Buxton and various other projects. Hence the New Zealand hops. So appearance-wise, I feel like a broken record. It's
Pinbright.
It's
Sweet Whitehead.
absolutely Pinbright.
Yeah. And it looks like
over
the lager that we had.
It's like the lager, yeah.
And
it's very slight different colours.
Yeah, and again, no carbonation, just like to speak of.
yeah, very subtle information. Saison, I often think quite like carbonations, but
yeah, quite like an aggressive head and like effervescent.
I just in that moment when I said about that, I mean, I was just thinking because I know Craig's watching it, and I was really tempted to say, well, you know, that's just me. that's an in joke for us beer tubers. But that's just me. I mean, that's just me.
I don't care.
Anyway, cheers, Craig.
Cheers.
Shall we check out the aroma?
Yeah, let's go for it.
See, yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah, this smells like what it should be.
Yeah, there's a bit more going on in there.
Yeah, you definitely pick up that Belgian saison.
There's a thing going on, which is like I'm seeing the thread. Maybe it's their pale malt that they're using.
Yeah,
a little bit more of that and slightly grassy.
Yeah,
it's kind of like carbonated water, like a bottle of carbonated water at the same time.
Yeah. It's almost like one of those flavored spring waters. To me, it's almost like getting like a melon thing. I don't know if that's the hops.
Really melon, grassy, like a enriched dough. You mean like kind of slightly sweetened, kind of bready, like an ice finger. Do you know what an ice finger is?
Yeah.
There you go. Like an ice finger.
But it's probably the best smelling beer so far for me.
Yeah.
It smells. Yeah.
Maybe a bit of I mean, here's one for all the all you wanky beery types. Fennel seeds, come on now.
Yeah.
Boom. Fennel seeds, I'm gonna say.
Yeah. No,
last week. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's got all the correct notes for a saison, and with that nice sort of like melon thing to make it a slightly bit different. This one's got me excited a little bit.
Shall we dive in?
Let's go for it. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh yeah. That's streets ahead of the other two.
Yeah. Oh, it's great to initially. I get very traditional saison, and then it does tail off a little bit, and the hops come out.
Yeah, kind of a bit of lime. I'm thinking like, this. It's like certain things like conjure up memories. If you go in certain pubs, there's always a bottle of lime cordial. In it, it's like a bit at the bottom. A lager top.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of that lime cordial going on it.
Yeah.
It's really drinkable. I mean, yeah, a bit of that spice going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that little bit of spice is actually really nice. Nice little kick of bitterness.
It's not horse blanket. It's not that kind of saison.
No, it's very drinkable. Oh yeah,
I missed. What was that? Respectable.
Yeah, yeah, sort of slightly low for a saison, but I know. Yeah,
That's really
I'm
pleasant.
enjoying that.
By a long shot. We have had a request from Beer by the Numbers. He wants to see the Pete Super.
Mm.
I have to override you on that. I think that's going to be the last one because I think that might tip the balance really. Pete admit, I don't know about you, Jay. I don't know if I can. Quite delicate flavours going on. So the peat might have to wait till the end. I know I'm changing my own rules, but my rules, I'll fucking change them.
You can pick any beer except that one.
Beer by Numbers, I do appreciate. I mean, I presume you are drinking that because he says lots of cherries and plum. So that's the hard nut cola. But I think we might keep that for the last one because I think it just might dwarf.
Just by, even if it's not like a great like porter, just by its nature, I think it's going to sort of kill off these other ones because, like you say, they are quite delicate. And so, like, I mean, the saison it's like spicy, it's floral. It's actually a really good beer. That I'd rate quite highly if I was into ratings.
It's I think it's very approachable for that style. I mean, once again, this is a range of beers for a supermarket. If you were confronted with like a full-on, like saison DuPont kind of clone, I think you'd find it a little bit to get into. It's really approachable, really drinkable, really enjoyable. I think.
Yeah, and that bit of hoppiness just makes it actually a bit more interesting, and they've done something a bit different with it, as opposed to just making a straight saison and it being a bit of a crap one.
Exactly. No, I think they've done a really nice job with that. You see, as I said, I think I had it in I'm sure I had it at the Marble Arch, and that on the day I really enjoyed it. So, probably not the beer it was then because it's probably gone through some quite heavy filtration over at Fuller's.
Yeah.
So, but it's a decent beer that. So, just going to the comments. Drinker says he's currently enjoying Ilkley's Merry Christmas. Bit early for that, Peter. Very festive, but it also tastes like I've accidentally sprayed a CK one in your mouth. We've all been there. And then, so Craig at Kent Beer Reviews said Rebirth next. Next, and Craig says, and then Beer by Numbers says, haha, that sounds very spicy. So they're talking to each other. Talk to us. Talking to him. And he says, how dare you give Beer by Numbers credit for my purposeful. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, that's lovely, and that'll be at the end of this. That's the first one I'll go back to.
Yeah, definitely. That was good.
Lovely. Bit of water, and then we'll crack on with the next one.
Yeah.
So, is the Rebirth. We'll show you in a minute. An ESB, Fuller's ESB. What about you? It's one of their kind of most beloved beers, really. But I think a little bit sometimes quite polarizing. My mate Martin fucking hates it.
Yeah. I can't remember last time. I've had it this year. I think it was crap at a crappy pub, and that was the best thing on that I could see. But it wasn't kept well. So that's the last memory I have of it. Is it not being very good?
It's been than I remember when I had it. One of my biggest memories of Fuller's ESB is I've had probably some of the most offensive comments on my review of that. So if you want to see some entertaining YouTube bullshit, go on to Hopzine Fuller's ESB, read the comments. There's some right assholes. So I don't know why straight away we're like, oh yeah, but we just I got some right grief for it. I think I said something about it's smelling like my grandma's bedroom or something. Interesting. What if you say, it smells like beer, tastes like beer?
Yeah.
You're gonna make all this bullshit up. I mean, it's all smoke and mirrors. Don't be completely baffled by what we're talking about. It's all lies.
Yeah, I just go on rate beer beforehand.
You can see the glare of the blue light in my eyes if you look closer. So let's get this open. So yes, so this is a collab with more beer from. So an extra special bit of 6% ABV. There you go. It's by the very first ESB recipe used hops from Britain, Australia, Slovenia, and the US to create a rich, complex, delicious ale. Well, I'll be the judge of that. From 1971, Rebirth. I presume that when they're saying that in 1971, that must be when Fuller's first did.
Yeah.
1971, you kind of think it was earlier than that in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Good 21 years before I was born.
It's only 6 years older than me. How upsetting is that? Let's move on.
Yeah.
Swiftly move on.
Definitely got 6 now, just so you can forget that.
So colour-wise, I've got a. Anybody want to take a guess at what it looks like? Right.
Yeah, Pinbright.
Carbonation again. It looks. I mean, it's like zero carbonation.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's so
very
strange.
little carbonation.
But great head on this one.
I see. If you look closely, I see once in a while a vague wisp of carbonation, but
yeah, every now and again you see a bubble. But it's the darkest beer I've had so far. It's actually quite a nice looking beer in the glass. It's almost light round the edges.
Yeah, kind of chestnut, caramel coloured beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the head's a little bit darker, but not much.
No. Sticking around though. It's the first time.
Check out the aroma.
Yeah, let's go for it. Cheers. First thing, brown bread is what I got.
Nice, interesting.
That was my first initial smell.
Marmalade first, me. Marmalade.
Yeah. I'm definitely getting orange.
I'm getting that kind of like that orange peel. That kind of maybe dried orange peel.
Yeah. Doesn't smell too sweet though, does it?
No, it's got. You can getting you up to expect a bit of bitterness.
It's got a bit of a musty quality to it that I can't quite pinpoint.
Agree.
That's quite interesting.
It's not leathery, but you mean it's musty, but it's not. It's not like a teenager's bedroom. It's not kind of that much. Not that I've been into a teenager's bedroom any time recently. I'm talking about my own. Just to be clear, in the current climate of things. As far as online scandals, I think I'd be quite low down on the.
Imagine that in the Daily Mail.
It's like Louis C.K. Me, really fucking far down. I'm going to say I've not wanked in front of anybody.
No, well, I have, but
while anyway.
It's always been consensual.
Yes, they always ask beforehand. Anyway, on that bunch.
Let's go for a taste. Cheers. I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to taste it now.
Nice. Yeah, I think when you think of ESB, I think it's got a lot of those things. It's got a bite of bitterness. It's got a bit of ginger. It's got that kind of like autumnal kind of. It's got that kind of like leafy in that sense, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I bet this would be great on cask. Just to be perfect at a traditional cask pub, roaring fire. Yeah,
absolutely. And pulled. And I know this is a southern beer, but it needs a nice tight head. It doesn't need a flaccid southern bubble. It needs a nice tight sparkle head. Body in it, add a little bit of creaminess to it, because that's really nice, actually. Yeah, a bit of the, I mean, often with these kind of spice beers, you think of rye. Me, I always think, I use a lot of paprika, so it's that kind of paprika, kind of like pepper edge, which is kind of dull. It's terrible. I mean, it's red. It tastes red in a kind of like an odd way.
Yeah, it's not too spicy, but it's not spicy as in hot, but it's got those spice characteristics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'm getting like a brown bread thing, but it is probably more like a rye bread. What was that you cut out there?
a bit of pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel, yeah. What does that mean? Fart goblin? Doesn't it?
Maybe. No, it's the type of bread, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know, but doesn't it mean fart goblin? I think someone could verify that.
Like a Peter, you lived in Germany for a while. Come on, is it German pumpernickel? Come on, I think it sounds German.
I'm pretty sure it translates as fart goblin.
We need you to verify the word pumpernickel. So just quickly onto the comments. How dare there we go. England eventually. Okay, so Craig over at Kent Beer Reviews. By the end of the night, you will be Kent from Craig's Beer Reviews. I wonder if it's like more relentless optimism. Good point. Good point. Yeah, I think it probably is a little bit, but maybe not quite as.
No.
Maybe it kind of sits a bit closer to. But I completely agree. That's a good point. Well made there, sir. Because did you have that? Did you have the relentless optimism? That was the beer Fuller's did it more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, was that when? Just trying to recall now. I think I have had it, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember that being kind of like had that kind of it had the spice edge, but maybe a little bit more punchy in the hops. Yeah,
there is like that. Like when you start sort of drinking it more, there is sort of a nice, almost like a bit of a hoppy finish. I'm getting to this one. I don't know if it's that orange and that citrus coming through again, but quite a nice end to this beer.
Yeah, it's that. Do you know around Christmas you have like a dried orange with like spice, like
cinnamon sticks on it, and
got a little bit of that going on.
Yeah,
me. And also you see, you're probably I don't think people of your age encounter quite as much as my generation did. I loved a glass of Tizer in my youth. It's got a bit of Tizer going on. This is one for the 40-year-olds out there. Tizer going on.
Yeah, I've not been too accustomed to Tizer. I think they still make it.
Like Iron Brew. Not like Iron Brew.
Yeah,
Iron Brew. Not that I don't like it, because I've barely had it. It's once again, it's like Augustina Hells. Everybody loves Iron Brew and Augustina Hells, and I go, because you all like it.
Fuck the trend.
Those two.
You're from Hot Scene.
That's it. That's the only.
Everything else you agree on.
Augustine Hells is okay. Good as Tizer. That's gonna be my gravestone. But that's very nice.
Leave an Iron Brew can on top of it.
You dirty bastard. Pouring out like what's in on the stoop.
Yeah, one for my homies.
Get your bottle of Tizer out. Get your bottle of Tizer, which you can get your 20% back on. Last bottle. So having a rinse. Well, talking amongst yourselves. So yes, come on, comments, questions, drinking these beers with us now. If you are, let us know what you think. If you're drinking along and with the more Rebirth, Let us know what you think. Next one up, come on. If not, if you don't tell us what to drink, we're going to make a decision for you. So yeah, so whilst I yammer on, check the comments. Let us know what you want to see next.
Listen, if we're saving the heat super last, there's only one more we can have. I think we've got just a Thornbridge one.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have. You're right. We've only got 2 left.
We're 4 beers deep.
I got slightly distracted because I noticed in the comments, Peter, the clueless drinker, said he says he's reporting this channel now, which is it gravely saddens me. But I'm sorry you feel so disappointed in the comments. But yes, so quickly back into the comments. So Peter said it's indeed a German dense bread. And it's translated to farting devil.
Oh, farting devil.
I don't know.
It's farting goblin.
I don't know if I don't know if Peter's built this kind of image that you don't know if you what to believe anymore. And then Brett over at Beer Review says early memory of Tizer was when I was ill. I think I was like 8. Yeah, that's when you drink Tizer, when you mix it stupidly sugary. And then Peter says he's reporting the channel. Craig says what's left. What just in that's a kind of like a philosophical question, isn't it? What's left? I don't know really. Let's just dwell on that for a moment. And then Brett says, I want to see more beer. More beer then. I think we're on to the Thornbridge, aren't we?
Yeah.
So next one up, Griffin. So this is a collaboration with Thornbridge. A red rye ale, 7.1% ABV. I'll give you this spiel on the side once again. This punchy red ale is made with a diverse range of ingredients, including spicy rye and bold floral American hops. The symbols of both breweries, Flora and the Griffin. Yes, so if you don't know, that statue-esque image that appears on Thornbridge bottle is a statue outside Thornbridge Hall called Flora, which is the goddess of something like that. Talking of Thornbridge Hall, if you ever want to meet Garrett Oliver, that's where he's staying this weekend.
Controversial.
He told us all the other night. One of the celebrities of the beer world. He's been around this week. I'm sure we'll talk about it later on. I don't know if we'll get after this. I think there'll be a hangout with some other beer tubers. It might be on my channel. It might be on somebody else's. But keep your eyes peeled because we're going to have a little bit more. Afterwards, it might get a little bit slightly more offensive than it currently is. But a bit in the glass. Jake.
Are we going to say Pimbright again for this one?
Pimbright,
again, low carbonation, slightly darker than the last.
It does have a little bit of a red theme to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Again, looks good. Slightly off my head.
Yeah, the head does have that slight hint of amber for me.
Yeah. Again, good looking beer. They all look good. Aroma, let's go for it.
Yeah. It's quite subtle.
Yeah. I'm not getting too much spice.
Yeah, it's pleasant.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are getting that rye. Okay, it's been put into your head. This kind of rye. Once again, if you want following up on my fennel, I'm going to go for pomegranate.
Yeah,
it's got a bit of pomegranate. It's got a bit of like bit of black grape.
Yeah, it's dark fruits I'm getting from this.
Yeah, exactly. I guess that's it. It's dark fruit.
I don't know if it's just in my mind, but a bit mince pie, like.
Ah, very good. Absolutely. It's mince pie, but it's You know what I mean? It's not cinnamon and things like that. It's not clove and cinnamon, but it's mince pie. I know what you mean. I completely agree.
Sorry,
mince
got
pie.
distracted then. Being told I'm being too loud.
Right. I thought you froze. I thought your camera froze. I'm like, oh.
Just got a message.
Message from the wife. Stop being so loud. Sleep.
I'll turn it into an ASMR.
Yeah, the answer. It's all about the ASMR. We're going to get some views.
Yeah.
Make it into an ASMR. Yeah. Shall we dive in?
Yeah, let's go for it. Cheers.
Just as I was taking a swig, I got kind of like red licorice. Look at that in the flavour. I think once again, it's very pleasant. Aromatic amber malts. That's the thing that I think of. I mean, when I think of kind of red ale and kind of amber ales, founders used to do one called red rye, Red's rye, and that was one of the pinnacles of kind of red rye ales. And it's definitely got a little bit of that, and I think of doing home brewing in the past. But yeah, aromatic amber malt.
Yeah.
Doesn't smell British all that much. Doesn't smell overtly American. It's pretty good actually.
Yeah, I'm getting on the same thing as like aromatic. It is a bit floral as well. I'm getting sort of almost like hibiscus type thing to it. Like,
I completely agree. It's got the floral components of hibiscus, but not as sweet and jammy.
No, yeah, it's definitely not a sweet bit. Again, it's really good. But I don't know. I'm not getting too much sort of like spice really. But no, it's just damn tasty. I think on the last three we've definitely hit a bit of a home run.
Yes. Yeah, there's definitely a spicy note, but not compared with. I'd say the spice kind of hit in the last two a bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more cranberry.
Yeah.
If I'm searching for something very specific, but it was what you said earlier, kind of brown bread. It's got that. It's definitely got kind of like a freshly baked brown bread thing going on. Really drinkable. I mean, 7.1. I mean, that's stupidly drinkable. You kind of these kind of beers. You kind of think, you know what British beer is anymore? I mean, people kind of sing the praises of Harvey's Best. Maybe when we meet up next week, maybe we need a pint of Harvey's Best. Yeah, in a Harvey's pub. But I think something like a British Best better is especially on us guys who are into like all these stupid beers that we drink. That I think that kind of concept is lost. But there's something in this, I think, that kind of takes me back to memories of really nice malty beers, but balanced, super balanced. I'd say this is.
And it's funny because the balance thing is what I've been going for in my beer choices recently. It's not been like I still drink crazy stuff to review and all that and just to try it, but to actually drink at home, I want balance and I want just a nice, well-made beer. I don't want to be challenged all the time. And I think that's what traditional British beer is in a way. It is just nice, and you drink it, and then you're done, and then you can have some more if you want.
Absolutely, yeah. That is the key to but I think maybe has turned away a lot of those kind of is the kind of twigginess and slight metallic quality of some of those traditional beers. But I don't think that on a whole like that. I think just the more prominent ones a little bit like that. And I mean, if you gave me that side by side with It's something like London Pride or a Master Brew or something from Shepherd Neame or something from Bateman's. There'd be a metallic tinny quality to a lot of those beers. The spiciness and the malt character, but I think it wouldn't have the softness that this has. Cause it doesn't go into sweetness, but it's got a lovely softness to it.
Ooh. Lost my headphones. There you go.
I read that one. I mean, once again, it's not it's not 5 out of 5 on Untapped, but I mean, it's really nicely made. It's the kind of beer that they'll sell. I mean, it's kind of weird because if they had that on draft in the Fuller's pub, people would be scared that it's 7.1.
Yeah.
But the flavour, it's so easy going and really approachable.
Yeah, I think that's been, as well as being pin bright and low carbonation, that's been the theme throughout this whole thing, hasn't it? It's been they're easy drinking, sort of really well made. You can't deny the quality, but not necessarily grabbing you by the balls every one of them, sort of thing.
Just before I go to the next one, I'll just go through the comments. Some of our cohorts. Peter says, "You've offered enough." Well, fair enough, thank you very much. Offended enough. Sorry, I'm sorry. And then Brett Beardy Beer Reviews. Check out his channel. It says, "Fuck, Phaedra, goddess of love. It's all about fannies and the farting devil." For me to say, and then it says, "Black grape? ? Do you mean it's laced with ease?" Oh, he's fucking all over Manchester, Peter, isn't he? Oh, he's referencing later projects by Sean Ryder. Immersive. Anyway, and on that, shall we go on the last one?
Let's go for it.
Pretty well. We've got through sixth beer, and we're hour mark. So thanks to everybody who stuck with us for the long haul. These beers are bright.
Yeah. Low carbonation.
Don't expect any haze. Low carbonation, they will be bright. Who's taking the sweepstakes on? Yeah.
The good thing about this one is we're not going to be able to say it's pin bright.
Well, you say that. Oh, this has actually come out really dark. I was expecting it to come out a little bit.
Ooh. And do you know what?
Come out really nice and dark.
Do you know what? That's the most carbonated beer we've had.
How do you know? I can't see it.
Oh, it raced up the glass.
Is it because when you rock the beer back and forth, the carbonation following the another beer tube in a kind of a joke. Sorry about that for the other three people who are watching this who are beer tubers. It's like a shiny 8-ball. It's like ebony.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing. Do we kind of? I mean, if you were judging, and I've judged a bunch in the past, if you got pin bright beer, that'll get you a good mark. Carbonation low and might knock it down. Your dark beer, I think do you get away with more because you can't see through it, so you don't go. Carbonation looks a bit low.
Yeah, I suppose you do. Just by the very nature that you can't see it, it probably hides a multitude of sins.
But there's a bit more of head as well. Yeah.
It's quite nice, like mocha head on getting.
Yeah.
It's good.
If you're doing your appearance ratings out there, I think that's the best looking one of the night.
Yeah, sticking to the glass and looks lovely.
Aroma.
All right, let's go for it.
That's see, I'm not a big peat fan.
I quite like it.
Malt fan. it's quite meaty. It's more kind of smoky bacon than Elastoplast.
Yeah. It is that sort of like smoked ham.
Mm.
Oh, that's
yeah.
really
I mean,
good.
it was one of the comments earlier. It was Beer by Numbers said. He said, you know, I'm gonna have to find his comment. Cherries and plum. You know, those kind of like a cherry and plum.
Mm.
It's definitely smoky bacon. It's
yeah. That fruity side is almost like quite sweet actually when you like cut through all the smoke.
Yeah, it's not full on kind of like Schlenker, kind of like it's not in that direction. It's
No.
For me, that's hitting a really nice repeat.
God, yeah. It's one of those beers that you can just sniff for ages, isn't it? That's one.
Yeah,
Great.
who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
Hard not pulling out the winner of the night.
Potentially. Should we go for a taste?
Absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers. Smoky bacon again.
I get a little bit less of it. I get a lot of cocoa powder. There's I don't know, the texture slightly powdery.
Mm.
It's slightly dry.
Mm. Yeah, it's almost like when you
I know my
subscribers love
coffee,
right?
My lip smacking. I get loads of comments about people hating that.
You can turn that into ASMR.
Absolutely. A smoky bacon quality. There's a berry edge. There's a berry hiding in at the back end of as well, is it cranberries, is it red currant or something like that?
Yeah. That mouthfeel was interesting. Like you say, it is almost chalky or like powdery.
I like red wine can be a little bit like that.
Mm. Yeah. Sometimes when you finish like a glass of red wine, you've almost got like some sediment in the bottom of it. Like it's a bit sort of like that. Like really nice. Is it a bit? I don't know quite how to describe it. It's a bit one-dimensional, if you know what I mean. It's sort of the flavors, sort of. It's almost like a synthetic flavoring I'm getting to it. In some respects.
I know what you mean. I don't know about synthetic, but yeah, it is a bit one-dimensional. I mean, you kind of get the kind of peat. You get that savoury quality. You get a little bit. You don't go. Carbonation. I think it's the best carbonated one.
It's the best combination we've had.
I think you're right. I think you might be on something there.
It's a bit. Not, I don't mean in carbonation, but it's a bit flat. Like everything's.
It's quite simple. I think. Well, that's always the case. If you aim for a very specific flavour, I think this was aimed at being peaty.
Yeah.
I don't know if I read the spiel inside this. I didn't read the spiel. So it says it's named after the thick fog, bedeviled industrial London. This delicious dark beer takes inspiration from the capital's 18th century porters, peaty, smoky peats, rich malt, and a trio of classic English hops make flavor. Into the kind of Fuller's Archive. I think a lot of these beers have been like looking in the Fuller's Archive and pulling out. I think there is a video of this knocking around on the Hard Knot website if you've ever been on there. Not a funny one. I think they feel like they're the kind of like the of the group.
Yeah.
They were very much like an early adopter of the kind of craft beer scene. I mean, I've known Dave and Anne for a long time. And they don't feel like they're cool. They're not the cool kids at school, so often they're not invited to the party. You don't see them at a lot of festivals and stuff like that.
When I first, sorry, carry on.
You go on.
No, I was going to say when I first started getting into craft beer, I saw Hard Knot stuff everywhere, and they always just seemed a bit like insipid to me in a way. They never like grabbed me like a lot of other ones did, and then they sort of just seemed to peter out. It's one of those ones until I saw this box. I was like, oh yeah, hard not.
Peter out.
Yeah.
Oh. I know what you mean. Yeah, they were kind of like going great guns for a long time. Hard not. Then the back, I don't know what it was, and yeah. And I think they've struggled a little bit in the last couple of years. So it's really cool that they've been involved in this. I think the rest of the guys are quite cool kids. I mean, coolest kids at the party. I mean,
yeah,
everybody wants to be friends with Cloudwater. Thornbridge established, a little bit eccentric out on the road. Marble, I mean, leader of the bunch. They're probably taking the drugs in the toilet. But hard not have the kind of like the weird the bunch and
the older guy who hangs around
in a very literal sense. That is what Dave is. Yeah, I like Dave. He's a true English eccentric, and if you've never watched their videos, I fully recommend for multiple reasons. They're absolutely barking mad. I don't know if they're all intended with the humour that but there was one of the most recent ones is I know Dave Bailey is the owner and head brewer. He's a keen mountaineer, and he did a bit of a climb with his wife Anne. Not quite as keen as he is, so he essentially drags it up a mountain. It's a wonderful moment. The top of this mountain is really on. They've gone through this snow, and she's at the top of this mountain, panicked that she thinks she's got frostbite in her toes. And he's like, "No, you haven't." There's this wonderful moment where he's doing a voiceover, and he's just so dismissive of his partner's peril. As it turns out, got down and was fine. It's a bit like that. He's got a bit of partridge going on as Dave. You know, but as I said, like a proper English eccentric, and whether they may not be as cool as the rest, I think I'm glad they're part of the bunch. They're really interesting, quite a diverse.
Yeah, this is the most challenging beer for us. If you just go, oh, I'll buy this 6-pack of beer, and you're not necessarily a huge beer fan, you drink this one, you're going to be like, what is this? Is this beer? I think that's what I get from this one. I completely agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you open this one, if you get around Christmas time or something, and you pick this up, that'll be the one that people just fucking hell, it tastes like bacon. I guess when I was back, I don't know about you. The first time you had Schlenkler, I bought it by mistake. Else in the off bar in Leeds, and I bought and I tried to palm it off on my mate. Like, no, it's fucking horrible. It tastes like kind of smoked cheese. It's a really kind of aggressive flavour. But now, I mean, I guess if we drink a lot of beer, quite used to you go, yeah, there's a bit of punch to that, but I don't be put off. But this is the high street phase. Peak kick for the man on the street.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, definitely. It is the most challenging one, but yeah, again, like we've said throughout, it's well made, and they've all been tasty, haven't they? And yeah. I think for your money, £5 for a box is damn good for these beers, really.
£2 a bottle.
Yeah,
it's not bad going.
Exactly. Even. Yeah, I mean, I did buy an extra case just because I thought, even if they're not that good, they're still going to be of a certain quality, and they have been of a certain quality.
This is the kind of thing you can probably share with family around Christmas, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I brought it for, really. That's what I intended it to be for. I didn't think any of these beers are going to have like a 2-week shelf life. I thought it was a... so I thought I can tuck that away until Christmas.
But yeah, so I've enjoyed them. I mean, they're not kind of like... there's no Stem the Crows moments, but no, they're all well done. Maybe the Cloudwater one kind of like lets down more than the others because it kind of maybe sets the expectations higher.
Yeah, but is it only us who has those expectations? Is the average consumer going to be like...
Yeah, the intended consumer doesn't give a shit about that because they don't know what that beer is.
No, they've never had a Cloudwater double IPA and gone, whoa. So to them, that's
all they know is reading, like, looking at the bottle and going, "Oh, are these some cool brewery from Manchester? Oh, they've got a nice logo." Essentially, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so. All in all, I think it kind of it fits. It fulfills its job really nicely, and it adds there's a really nice diversity within style.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Which is your favourite?
My favourite, I would have to. It'd have to be a toss-up between the saison, the marble saison, and the ESB. I think. Toss-up between those. I
completely agree.
Yeah,
it's a toss-up with those two. I really like I think the saison is maybe the saison is going to tip it for me a little bit. I think the ESB was really nicely done. Kind of like really easy going. I think that kind of the Joker in the pack. But yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for the saison.
Yeah.
As well. Actually, everybody apart from more from the north as well. Just saying. We've run this town.
Yeah, but then obviously Cloudwater didn't live up to it, did it?
Oh well, let's just gloss over that.
Gloss over that.
Anyway, I'm just going to go a quick look at the comments in vain that people have left some comments. So and the last comment was being from Craig's Beer Reviews. This is I love you, Peter. And I love you, Peter, too. Thanks to Jake for joining me live, and everybody else out in the kind of Twitter and YouTube universe for joining us on a Friday evening. My wife's out. I've got no better to do, to be honest. It's either this or internet porn.
What, you chose this?
But yes, so big thanks for joining us for this. I mean, I'm sure loads of people are going to drink this over the next couple of weeks, especially leading up to Christmas. It's a fun kind of like setup of beer. So big thanks, Jake, for joining me on this little thing.
Been a pleasure.
In the next coming weeks, the big important thing is we did want to launch our new live broadcast. But sadly, our friend Craig over at King Beer Reviews is suffering from a really nasty illness. So we've not managed to do that quite as yet. We'll probably do some filming, maybe follow some pigeons. So that'll probably appear later on, but in the next couple of weeks, you'll start seeing a new live broadcast that me, Craig, who's sadly laid up with hand, foot, and mouth at the moment, called Good Beer Live. That will be appearing very soon, sponsored by Honest Brew. We've got some really good beers. We're all ready. We're raring to go. So please join us. Keep your eye out on social media. We're going to be telling you all about that in the next couple of weeks. It's going to be something that we'll do on a semi-regular basis. Some kick-ass beers and a variety of some of the best beer that's going on in the UK craft beer scene and around Europe. Anyway, thanks to Jake. Thanks to everybody who's out there. Until next time. I can't step away from my favourite sign off from Periscope. Wreck yourself.